Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to install the door sill on 2013 and 2014 Honda Accord. This is for the sedan version. So I got these from eBay, and this is from the previous video of the product review, and today I'm going to show you how to install these. All the necessary harness and wire come with the kit, the product. I think the only thing you need to have is probably some tape, and I'm going to show you how to do that later. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is remove this panel piece. This one, the kicker panel, and then the underside of the glove box. So what I did first, I removed this one first by just pulling it down. And then you pull it out. So these are the clips that's holding the pieces. So go ahead, remove that. And then the next thing I did was I removed this piece. And all you do is just kind of pull it up from underneath. And there's 4 clips that's holding it. These 4 green clips. Put that aside. And then the kicker panel is held by 2 clips. One at the bottom and one at the top. Now all you have to do is just kind of pull it out this way. And as you can see, one of the clips are stuck in there. So we'll have to take it out and put it back in here. But it's held on by 2 clips here and there. So the next thing we need to remove is this panel piece and then this panel piece. This panel piece is attached to this part as well. So what you need to do is get a key, unlock it, and underneath there's a screw that you need to unscrew, and this whole piece should pop out just like on the other side. So as you can see, I removed the door sill trim piece right here and also the top, and I forgot to mention that you also need to remove this kicker panel as well, and it's held on by 2 clips, one at the bottom and one at the top. So the next thing we need to do is remove this seat cushion to get to this piece, and you can do so by, if you look underneath, there should be a latch, and what you need to do is just press it in and pull it forward. This one here and one on the other side. Put both of them out and you should be able to lift up the seats. Once you have lifted up the seat, there are 4 screws holding this, one here, one here, one here, and then one underneath there. So just pull it out and you should be able to take it out. So as you can see, you lift up the seat. Oh my gosh. And then just pull it out. And then there you go. It's held on by 4 clips. And the same thing for the other side as well. I removed the other side. This is what it should look like. What you need to do is kind of pull out the weather strip a little bit. This way you can wire it later. So the next step we need to do is, this is for the driver's side, is pull out this weather strip, and then you want to locate this hole right here, so the one that's closest to where you open the hood. What you want to do is put a marking tape that line up the bottom of the hole, so it should be lining up the very bottom, and I'll show you in a minute. So I line just a rough estimate, as close as I can, where the marking tape is lining up with the bottom of the hole. And what you need to do next is get some alcohol swab, or just any kind of just rub and clean this part out, and then we're ready to place the door sill on here. So I have placed in the door sill, and what you need to do is have the door sill edges kind of flush against this metal frame. And then once you have measured everything out correctly, what we need to do next is get some masking tape and just place it on here, so that way when you remove it, you have the tape and you can just pull it back and press it down, and then have the wire hang over the metal frame for now. And we're going to be installing that in just a little bit. So this eBay kit doesn't include like all the OEM pieces that you need, but the original manufacturer had these pieces of tape where you can tape it right here to prevent wire getting pressure potentially get cut down by the frame. So what I'm just going to use is some electrical tape. Tape maybe 2 pieces right here on the bottom, then have this wire go over, and then 2 more pieces go over top, and this hopefully that prevent from like anyone stepping in it. But like, as long as you don't put a lot of pressure on here, I think the wire will be fine. So what you need to do is tape this down, and then we put the weather strip over, and that's will be done for the driver's side door seal. So for the rear driver's side, what we need to do is the same thing as the front, except from this hole you want to measure up about 1.5 inches or so, and then place your marker there, and then what you want to do is test it out and see if it fit perfectly or it flush up. And in this case, flush is fine, and it's against the door frame edges, and that's what you need to do. So go ahead and install that. So this is what it looked like after you place it down. Sorry about the marking earlier. I was a little bit off. It needs to be a little bit up higher, so somewhere around there should be good. So this is the rear, and this is how the front should look like. And here's the wire that I was talking about that you need to put under the weather strip, and we also need to do the same thing for the rear. One thing I forgot to mention is you need to remove the B pillar right here, so because the harness they give you, which is really long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck all the wire in here just to kind of hide all the wires. So here's the wire from back here, and then we'll run it up and then store all the wire in the B pillar and then connect it to the front. So what we need to do is just to repeat the step for this side on the passenger side. So I have all of them installed. This is the passenger front, the passenger rear, driver rear, and the driver front side. So all we have left is just to do the wiring connections. Some of the harness they gave me was this one, and as you can tell, this one goes, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes into this gray socket right here, right there. I find it a little bit hard to access this socket without removing this. So what I did was I just went ahead and unplugged the socket, so that way I have more room to work with right here. And all you have to do is pretty much plug it in and make sure the wire that came with, make sure the red and the black is facing bottom, so that means when you connect it, it should be in the bottom row. And that's where it needs to go, that gray socket right there. And then all you have to do is just plug and play all 4 and it should work. And so I'm going to do all the wiring connection, and then I will show you what it looked like after I'm finished. So one thing I forgot to mention is you want to pull out this panel piece back, so that way you can feed the wire through, and then so you can connect to the passenger side. So that's one thing I forgot to mention is pull this piece out and then feed the wire through and to connect it to the wire over here. So this is what it looks like at dawn. There we go. And that's the finished product. Thanks for watching.